Good morning. It is 7:06 right now, and it is March 23rd. I guess this is technically my first video of the year. So I kind of took a break after Road Gorge 50K to kind of just cross train and do whatever I wanted. I'm currently in Marin County, California. I'm just killing time before my first race of the year, which is the big Alta 28K. I'm actually pretty excited. I don't really have any big plans for like races this year. I'm kind of taking a break from like chasing Western States qualifiers, which is actually kind of nice, not killing myself with insane training. I mean, I am still training, but not to the degree that I have been for the past like 3 years. I got a really good parking spot. Let me show you. This is my parking spot, and the starting line is literally like right there. The race doesn't start until like 8 a.m. and my Airbnb is like a 5-minute drive away, but I thought I'm just gonna get here early just so I can find a parking spot and just kill time in my car. I did a shakeout run here yesterday and it was hard to find parking for me to even get my bib. I'm glad I came early. I'm just gonna hang out here in my car because it's like 40 degrees outside. I'll probably get out of my car at like, I don't know, 7:30, I guess. I'm just gonna finish my coffee. I'll see you in the start line.
45 seconds to go, everybody. Let's hear it one more time for our volunteers out supporting you today. Let's do that again. Let's hear it for our volunteers. Thank you all for being here. One final round of applause for yourselves for making it to the start line. 20 seconds to go. Count them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Have a great week. We'll see you back here. Have a great race, everybody.
Oh, Johnny!
Have a great one, everyone.
recap Big Alta really quickly. And so basically, I knew going into the race there was gonna be like a decent amount of climbing, I think around 4,000 feet of climbing. And I had been training for the past couple of weekends leading up to the race on Tiger Mountain, focusing on strong climbing and really strong descending. So I thought, okay, after the last 2 runs before Big Alta, I felt really good and I didn't feel completely wrecked. So I felt pretty good about my training. I was not prepared for how steep the climbs were, as you guys could see in the video. And so I really do feel like going into the only aid station, morale was a little bit low going up the climbs, but going down the descents, I felt really strong. I was covering like 9-minute pace, which is pretty impressive for me because I haven't been able to hit that in a while. Going out of the aid station, there was a little bit more climbing. It had also gotten kind of hot. It was like in the 70s, which is normally pretty okay, but in Washington, it's like still kind of winter, like 40s. So I was not prepared for the heat. The second half of the race, there's a few steep climbs and I was kind of counting them in my head. And by I think the 4th one, I was like, okay, like when are we gonna be done? I think within the last like 3 miles, I do feel like I got my second wind. And I think within the last like 2, I started passing people on the downhills because basically after the last climb, it's basically downhill like all the way to the finish line. And I passed a bunch of people and I basically almost kind of collapsed at the finish line, as you could see. Big Alta, I feel like was a pretty decent race. I kind of messed up on my nutrition, like in the morning, had some cold brew. I need a little bit of coffee. My stomach was like, why did you give that to me? You shouldn't have done that. That was not fun the first couple of miles, but my stomach did eventually settle. I kind of took this opportunity to kind of tinker with nutrition because after the Spring Energy debacle, I really just wanted to play around with different gels and I primarily used Huma, which actually worked out pretty well. And I used the Goo Rock Tea Nutrition because I had some pouches left. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So the next video that's gonna be coming out is Ancient Lake 25K. It's actually like on my laptop like right now. Here, I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so I'm currently editing Big Alta like as we speak. I'm gonna put my little recap like right here. And so I actually have Ancient Lakes kind of queued up. It is right here. And this is just a little sneak preview. I don't have like that much footage. Actually, no. I have a decent amount of footage. I have like 10.5 minutes. Alrighty, that is gonna do it for this video. I'm actually pretty excited to be doing videos again. I had kind of lost my creative spark after Fidalgo, and I'm hoping the races I'm doing are gonna be shorter. Maybe I'll actually post more videos. Anyway, that is it for this video. If you're still subscribed to me, thank you, you're awesome. And that's it. I love you all. See you all in the next one. Bye.